Hello everybody, hello super family, I'm so excited to be here again. My name is Ivan and in this episode of Supra Chat, I'm happy to be joined by Trinidad and Tobago, Haiti, United States, Curacao, Kenya, Jamaica, Panama, and Ecuador. Hello ladies, so good to see you.
Hello, Ivan.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
As you probably know, this year Miss Supranational competition will be held in the amazing region of Malopolska in Poland. Now let's take a look at how beautiful it is.
We're wide open for food lovers, welcoming you with fresh tastes and traditional favourites served with pride. Enjoy the atmosphere and taste life at its best. Experience Krakow. Visit Małopolska.
Now ladies, if you are ready, and I can see that you are, each of you will have 20 seconds to introduce yourselves. Hey Trinidad and Tobago, looking forward to your introduction.
I'm so happy to be here, and honestly, I'm still getting used to being called Miss Trinidad and Tobago. It is such an honor, and I'm so proud to be representing my country. So I am a woman of many passions. I'm passionate about art, culture, nature, but I'm also very passionate about technology and science. And I've decided to dedicate my life and dedicate myself to development in these areas of my passion, and to bring that to Miss Supranational this year.
Great meeting you, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. Hello, Haiti. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, of course. I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. My name is Lynn Rubianne St. Germain. I am 28 years old, and I am Miss Supranational Haiti 2021. I currently work as a counselor where I provide counseling services to kids around the age of 5 to 10 years old. I'm also a speech therapist, and I provide speech therapy services to my clientele, which is made up of students who are diagnosed with autism. Fun fact about me, I love animals. I do have a dog. His name is Soil. He's a black lab. And I am glad to be here with you today.
Glad to be here with you today also, Haiti. Nice meeting you. United States, now it's your 20 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia Costa. I am so happy to be here with all of you. I am representing the Great Melting Pot, the United States of America. I am a 25 years old student, and I'm a student in the construction management field, and I am currently working as a construction estimator in the state of Florida.
Great meeting you, United States. Hello, Curacao. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure, thank you, Ivan. My name is Lisandra Simon. I am proud to be representing Curacao. I have a bachelor's degree in health-related applied science, and I'm currently working as a surgical assistant and technician. I'm also a proud member of the Red Cross Foundation, and I am an ambassador of Ambulance Wish Foundation Curacao.
Great meeting you, Curacao. Kenya, could you please introduce yourself?
Of course. Hi, I'm Rolin Mose. I was born in a small town in Kenya, but was mostly raised in the city in Nairobi with my uncles, aunts, and cousins. I love my family. They are my soul. I am now a commercial and beauty model and a Bachelor in Fine Arts major, and I intend to be an actress in the future and also own a sports and talent training facility.
Great meeting you, Rolene. Hey Jamaica, now it's your 20 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, and hello to the Miss Supranational family. My name is Carissa Peart. I am 27 years old, and I am the reigning Miss Jamaica Supranational. I would love to share a bit about my background and who I am and what I do. I currently work with victims of crime for the past 5 years. It's a field that I'm passionate about. I'm also a grad student at Liberty University in my last year, completing my master's. I'm super excited to complete that as well. A bit about my passions and where I learn other aspects of my life would be I'm an advocate, a mentor, a writer, and founder of Little Inspo and the Healthy Minds Mentorship Program. One fun fact, because I'm a foodie person and I love to eat, but my comfort food that I always go to is chocolate ice cream with sprinkles, and I always share that with everyone. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here, and I hope that you all could get to know me more.
Great meeting you, Jamaica. Panama, now it's your 20 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia Medina. I am 28-year-old. I am so happy to represent my beautiful country, Panama. By degree, I have a bachelor degree in logistics and multimodal transportation. This career connect with the Panama Canal. As Miss Supranational, I have a social project called A Message of Wisdom. That project want to teach kids and young people to value to order adult, because they are the best treasure that time left you.
Thank you, Panama. Great meeting you. Ecuador, now you have 20 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi Ivan, hi everyone. I'm Valerie Caraballi. I'm 23 years old. I'm proudly representing the middle of the world, Ecuador. I'm currently studying my last year of dietary nutrition and aesthetics. I'm a professional model and a catwalk coach. I really enjoy reading, boxing, traveling, and working out. I live with my mom and my younger sister, and I'm really excited to live this super experience with all of you in Poland.
Great meeting you, Ecuador. Thank you. It's so good to get to know you better. Thanks for your introductions. Now, each of you will answer a question based on the facts we've learned from your biographies. Trinidad and Tobago, your personal question. You said you're one of Elon Musk's biggest fans. Can you tell us more about that?
So I'm very passionate about science and technology. So my biggest calling, I think, is STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I really admire how Elon Musk has dedicated himself and his life to that similar calling and that similar passion. He has had so many successful businesses and so much experience in that area. And he's using his talent and his gift and his passion to improve the lives of so many people around the world. And it's my goal to be like that one day, not necessarily impact as many lives as he has, but to use my calling and my love for technology to better the lives of others.
Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Haiti, your personal question based on your biography. The way you learned English is quite interesting. Do you mind telling us about this?
Yes. So I came to America. I was around in the fifth grade, and I had an Usher CD that called Confession, which is how I actually learned the language. So it was really easy for me to pick up the words. When it comes to music, it's usually easier to pick up the words, and I felt more confident because I knew that I knew the song. And so I would use that to go ahead and create sentences, create jokes, sing to my friends, and that's how I became fluent in the language.
Wow, it's really exciting because actually I learned English also with the help of songs, so we're similar in this. Thank you, Haiti. Next up, we have United States with her personal question. You are a souvenir collector. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So I started that a few years ago, and well, since I was very little, I've been living in different countries throughout my whole life. And a few years ago, I started having this thing of like, I like to go back and look at pictures and just live the moment again. And I said, well, why not? I start every city that I go, every country that I visit, I take a little piece of something that will remind me of that moment. I actually have a closet in my house with all of those souvenirs from every single place that I visit. I always try to take one thing with me. Even if I forget, I try to get it at the airport if I had a great time at that place.
Well, thank you. Great hobby. Personal question to you, Curacao. You had a special job at the age of 8. Do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Yes, sure. Thank you for your question. I come from a family that community work is very important to us. So that's why in the age of 8, I have joined the Red Cross Foundation and I have done charity work since the age of 8 in Curacao. But I have joined the Red Cross Youth and now I am active in the adult group.
Wow, thank you. Personal question to you, Kenya. You spent your time between Dallas and Nairobi. Tell us what you learned from living in the USA and Kenya.
Well, living in the USA, I learned to be very committed. People here are very committed to their dreams, following their passions, and that's something I've taken into consideration personally, and I have learned that from here. And in Kenya, it's the art of generosity. People are really hospitable in Kenya. They're very warm and welcoming, and I would say those qualities are the ones I learned from both Kenya and Dallas.
Thank you. Jamaica, your personal question based on your biography. I heard you want to write a book in the near future. What would your book be about?
So I aspire to become an author in the future. My book is about motivation, and I believe that motivation begins with you. And that's something that I always share with people. So I've always aspired to write 100 motivational quotes, which is why I started my page, Little Inspo. It's a way to provide inspiration to others whenever they're going through a bad day, but they have some words, some sort of power to them. And I always say that words are powerful. So it's a way to connect people. And that's what my book would be about once I write it as well.
I believe it will be a great book. Thank you. Panama, your personal question. You're a huge fan of Japanese culture. What is it about Japanese culture that attracts you the most?
Oh, la cultura japonesa para
The
mí es
Japanese
muy
culture is important to me because I learned from them that the quality and the customer service is something that you can share with everybody.
Thank you, Panama. Gracias. Ecuador, question based on your biography. Tell us how you became a catwalk coach.
Since I was 9 years, I started to practice with my mom's heels. And because I see TV programs modeling like America's Next Top Model, so in that age, my dream was to be like Tyra Banks. And in that age, I started my modeling lessons, and that is actually my work that I'm really passionate about, being a catwalk coach.
Oh, what a great story. Thank you, Ecuador. Okay, and now, as all of you have great audiences and a lot of fans, well, your fans asked you some questions as well, and we picked the most interesting. Question from the fans. Trinidad and Tobago, question from your fan. What do you think is the greatest injustice facing the world, and what can you do to stop it?
There's so many injustices in the world today, and we can sit here and speak for hours about each one. But personally, this is a topic I have sat and thought so hard about. An experience that I had is that when I decided to pursue my passion in aerospace engineering, I had a lot of difficulty getting funding and resources to pursue that. And I'm coming from a country where education is free up to tertiary level, and I had so much trouble securing tuition to go abroad to study. So imagine young people who have dreams and have passions, but don't have resources and a background to pursue what they love. I think that is one of the biggest injustices in the world today. And I think if that is dealt with when people are given the opportunity to pursue what they love and what they are very passionate about and what they have chosen to dedicate their lives to, that would solve so many world issues. For example, poverty. There are so many people who are suffering in poverty but have huge dreams, but because they don't have resources, they can't pursue their dreams and make a better life for themselves and their families.
Great answer. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Haiti, question from your fan. Given a choice between love and a career, what will you choose and why?
So I believe that love is something that encompasses every part of you. And I think that finding something that you love, you can create a career out of. So giving the choice between love and a career, I would always choose love, because you can create a career out of anything, whether it's taking care of people. If you love humanity and you want to take care of them, maybe in a hospital, or maybe it's mental health. For me, my love is children. And so I found my way to impact children through mental health, through counseling, through speech therapy, because I have a love for kids. I want to protect their innocence. I believe that they are the future, of the nation, and they are, deserve the best that we're able to give them. And so because of my love for children, I was able to find my career. Giving the choice between the two, I will always choose love.
Great answer. Thank you. Time for a question from the fan of Miss United States. What is your source of motivation to go the extra mile in any situation?
Well, coming from an immigrant family, my family is my source of motivation. Knowing that they left everything that they knew just to give me a better and brighter future. Every day when I feel devastated, or that I feel that I cannot keep going, or maybe I feel tired, because it's okay to feel tired sometimes, or really know what to do next, I just think back and I take a moment and think about all the great things that my mom, my dad, my grandfathers did for me. And I think that as an immigrant, we have been through so many struggles as a family, and the fact that we have always remained united and triumphed over the circumstances, that is just a motivation, and that is my main source of motivation in life.
Great answer. Thank you, United States. Question from the fan community, Curacao. If you could do anything knowing you would not fail, what would you do?
If I had a magic stick to bring more kindness in this world, and so that people can have more compassion to each other, to understand each other more, so to bring more union in the world. If I had a magic stick and I know that I will not fail with that, I will kindly wish for that.
Great answer. Thank you, Curacao. Now, Kenya, question from your fan. Is it necessary to tell the truth in any situation? If yes, then why? And if no, why not?
I feel even though it's very hard sometimes to tell the truth, I think it's necessary to tell the truth, because the truth always sets you free. And it avoids further hurt, because a lie leads to another lie.
What a great answer. Thank you, Kenya. Question from your fan, Jamaica. Do you believe it is very tough these days to completely be yourself?
That is actually a very good question. Especially with social media that is very prevalent to us. I can understand why a lot of people might find it tough to be themselves, especially within this time. But I believe that once you have a strong sense of who you are and what you represent, and you're true to yourself, you can always be yourself despite the odds or the challenges that you're facing in your life. I'm also a big advocate for mentors. So at times when you don't feel like yourself, you can have people to build you up despite what is happening and despite the social media access that we all have today. Because I find that as young women and as young people, we can find it difficult to be ourselves. But I will always go back to recognizing who you are and have a strong sense of identity. Then you can always be yourself.
Great answer. Thank you, Jamaica. Panama, question from your fan. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Everything I have lived through is very important for me. I would change nothing about my experience. Moreover, I want to tell the world that we shall not regret about our past.
Gracias. Question from your fan, Ecuador. Do you believe in giving people second chances? Why yes or why not?
I think yes, because everyone makes mistakes. So you have to give the people the opportunity to make it better. But it's important to learn about the mistakes or the lessons that this situation gives to you. So for me, it's important to allow people to give that change.
Thank you. Great answer. Thank you, ladies. I'm 100% sure that your fans are super happy with your answers. And now it's time for the final question. It will be actually the same for each and every one of you. If you're ready, let's go. Trinidad and Tobago, your final question, the question that we're asking everyone in this group. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
People in the current generation are sensitive to different things. I live with my grandparents and I see that when they were my age, they would have had different experiences and situations to go through in their lives and different things that they would have had access to than what I have. And I think it's not necessarily that we are more sensitive to certain things or less sensitive, but I think that because the situations are so different and there has been so much development that it's a completely different spectrum to judge based on. And I think that the different generations would have applied themselves as best as they could. And the only thing that we can do is do the same, to use whatever resources and situations that we have and apply ourselves to the best of our abilities to make the best lives for ourselves and our families.
Great goals, great answer. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Haiti, general question for you. This is the same question we're asking everybody in this group. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
I believe that as humans, we evolve. That's something that we've been doing ever since the beginning of time. And I think that, and I believe that it's not that we are more or less sensitive. I think we are becoming more aware of our emotions and the impact that words may have on others' emotions or others' identity. And so I believe that we are now becoming more educated about how it is that we're supposed to impact each other. And in that, we're learning about mental health, we're learning about our emotions, and we're learning how to express them in a better way. And so it's not about being more or less sensitive, but it's about the awareness of what's going on with each other. And of course, to those of us listening, I would say that don't worry about being labeled as sensitive. Like, focus on understanding your emotion and focus on understanding how to use them properly to help you process through life. This is something that I'm doing with my kids, and I think that's something that we should all be doing.
Thank you for your answer, Haiti. And our today's general question to United States. How do you think, are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
I think that it is extremely important to be empathetic towards others. I think that's the base of everything. I believe that we, as the new generation, goes through different circumstances. social media, for example. And social media, I think that we get lost sometimes and we forget that there are real people behind those screens. And I understand how sometimes we can forget and lack of understanding and empathy. But if we come together as one and we start respecting everyone and accepting everyone, and like I said before, being more empathetic towards others, I think that would be a great way to start this new generation to be more accepting towards others.
Thank you, United States. Great answer. Thanks. Our today's general question to you, Curacao. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
I think that, thank you for your question. I think that people in our current generation is more sensitive because now we have technology and we tend to stay on our phones and see all the comments, and we this can break us down. And the past generation, they didn't have great technology like we have now. So yeah, our generation is more sensitive, but I am here to tell you to don't compare yourself to anyone. Believe in yourself and push yourself forward, no matter what other people are thinking of you.
Thank you, Curacao. Kenya, our today's general question to you. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
I feel like people are now sensitive nowadays, and I think it's not our fault really. People in this generation are bombarded with social media, pressure to be perfect in each and every way. But I feel that we are coming out of our shells and we are learning to speak up. And that's why part of my platform is advocating for people to be themselves and focus on self-love, because that really does count and contribute to better mental health.
Thank you. Jamaica, today's general question to you. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
That is actually a good question. I think all generations have different aspects in life where they may feel sensitive. I think about when I think of my generation in the terms of sensitive, I think of it from us being self-aware of who we are and how our actions affect each other. It's less about being sensitive. It's more so about what we represent and how we feel in terms of the things we say, the causes that we're passionate about, to lend an aspect to people that are around us. So I think every generation have their aspects of what challenges or what sensitive could look like, but I find that to be powerful because my generation is showing that we can be there for other people despite being sensitive.
Thank you, Jamaica. Great answer. General question to you, Panama. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
Yeah, es muy difícil que las
Yes,
personas
nowadays
estén
a lot of
viviendo
people
esta
of this current
época.
generation
Pero
pass
nosotros
away
debemos
due to
tratar de
psychological
averiguar
problems
por
they
qué está
have that
sucediendo
affect them
esto.
greatly.
Sabemos que hay muchos
I
problemas
think it is very
psicológicos
important
en
to
torno
never
a esto,
hesitate to
pero
ask
es
for
muy
help to
importante
avoid
pedir
such
ayuda para evitar
situations.
estas situaciones. Thank you.
Thank you, Panama. Our today's general question to you, Ecuador. Are people in this current generation less or more sensitive than people from past generations?
I think like sensible is something about your personality, but I consider that nowadays our generation is some things too pending, more attentions or our mobiles or social media, and we forget the things that really important around us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thanks so much for your answers. I'm so excited and looking forward to meeting you all in Poland in just, well, a couple of weeks. So very soon. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
excited.
Great. We'll meet you very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to download the Miss Supranational app. The link is in the description box below this video. This app is super important as you have just 3 days to vote for your favorite The fan vote winner and the judges vote winner will be the two delegates who go on to the next round of the competition. So make sure you have this app and make sure you support your favorites. We'll meet you very soon here on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. See you soon in Poland.